Hey guys, I've been using these AirPods Maxes for quite a bit now, but before I bought these, I have been using the Beats Studio 3s, and they're nice, but the only downside is that they break really easily. I've had to replace the headbands already, and although that was pretty quick, it was annoying. And quite recently, the ear cushion started to break, and now it's completely unusable. I wanted to give these to my dad, so before I'm gonna give these, I will be replacing them. Since I've already replaced the headbands, I knew, hey, if this is replaceable, the cushions are probably replaceable too, and they are. So I went on Amazon, and I searched for replacements. Now, the downside is that they're not easily replaceable, like the AirPods Maxes, where it's all magnetic. You have to actually take off the old ones with adhesive, so it's glued on. But these are nice. Go on Amazon and just search Beats Studio 3 ear cushions. All right, buy the cheapest one. They're literally all the same company, I think, and there's no difference. I've seen the review images of like 10 of them. They're literally the exact same. And also, just be sure to buy the correct color, as these are one of the, I forgot what this color is called, but hey, look, it's the same color, and it's nice when you get the same color. And all of them come with this crappy, what is this? A pry tool. I'm not sure how good these are though, so you might want to use a replacement or something like a credit card, so you don't have to use this. So this video is basically a tutorial as well as a review of these ear cushions. So without further ado, I think we should get started. Let's go. Before we actually get started in taking these apart, let's actually see how these are made. That will allow us to better put these on there or see how to take these off. So first off, this is a nice texture. Actually, I think it feels the exact same as the foam inside here as well. If you look, this is actually a layer of plastic that's a rim around the ear cups, and that will allow us to pry underneath. By looking at these pry tools, they're quite typical. If you guys have any credit cards or like a multi-credit card thing like this, you can just dig the screwdriver end underneath. That will work. Although I want to test some other tools as well. Here we have some repair tools from me taking apart iPhones. So we have some screwdrivers in this candy container. So these are what I was talking about before. They're exactly like the ones, focus, like the ones provided. I suppose we could take these out. I have faith in these tools as these are easier to pry in my opinion, but still. Oh, and there's also these. These are slightly longer. Let's see how these work. I can for sure feel the adhesive breaking off. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much pressure to put in exactly, as I don't want to break anything. I feel the amount of pressure I've been putting in so far is about right. Let me just skip forward a bit in the video, and I'll give you guys an update. Alright, I'm basically done the first cushion, just ripping it off right now. Alright. So that took some effort. Here's how I've managed to take it off. I began by using this pry stick. It's fine. It doesn't work that well though, because it's not wide enough in my opinion for you to actually dig it into the adhesive. So based on my testing, something like this, which is actually a lot thinner than the included tool, as you can see here, works a lot better. Or you could use a credit card about the same thickness. Yeah, this is the thickness of a credit card. Just try not to break your credit card when you do this. This is almost broken, but it's also really flimsy. Once you have taken off the first tool, there will be some adhesive residue stuck onto here. Also try not to drop anything within the tweeter part of the headphones, as that will probably ruin some of the sound. Now let's try the other one.
And I'll show you the beginning, where you just simply put in your pry tool or credit card, and as hard as possible, just push it in. Try to get it under the adhesive. If it doesn't work, try a different spot. There we go. And once it's in underneath the adhesive, just spin it around. With a credit card, you would do the same, except you would lift it out whenever you reach the long side. Okay, I'm giving this another chance, and actually, this is working really well. I think okay, here, I'll show you. You just put this underneath, you push it in as far as possible, which is not very far, and you just pry it. And look at that. I think once you can get your fingers underneath, you can just pry it off. Let's try the other side as well. So something like this would be the equivalent. Okay, also, do not use anything metal, as this is just plastic, and if you're using metal, here, if you're using metal, you can just easily scratch it. So yeah, try not to use anything metal, like do not use a knife. I know I have one, but don't use a knife, please. Back to using brute force. Brute force works best. I'm just trying to apply pressure evenly so I don't actually break this. Or break what's important. There we go. It really leaves a mess. Okay. Now that it's off, let's clean off any adhesive. There's actually not much. Wow. Okay. Yeah, not much adhesive going on. I'm gonna be right back with a vacuum. Okay, so I have vacuumed up the dust and the old cushions as well. So hopefully it wouldn't leave any flakes for the remainder of the video. There's a little bit of adhesive residue left, but I feel it is fine. And also I just don't want to risk getting extra flakes inside the actual headphones, so I'm gonna leave it be. Here are the New Year cups. Focus, there we go. And as you can see, these are kind of different. One has a cutout and one doesn't here. The other one doesn't. So the one with the cutout is for the the right side. Now let's just put these on. It should be simple enough. And wow, these are actually high quality adhesive. Oh wait, wait, actually before you put these on, there's different holes. I didn't realize. So you want to line up the holes. Yeah, that actually makes it a lot easier. Alright. So once you line up the bottom, you can move on to the top. And bam, there we go. Now it's lined up and you just squeeze it tight. So just make sure all the adhesive actually sticks on. And wow, that actually feels really nice. Oh, also, you always want to make sure that this seam is at the bottom, because that's how the holes are going to line up. The adhesive isn't actually that sticky, so you can afford to shift it around until you get one of the pins inside holes. Once you get that, you can start lining up the other side. And I think I did it. Nice. Now you just push it. Really apply some pressure. Just as long as you don't break it, you're fine. And once you're done, it should be good as new. Look at that. Sorry for the commentary. I have to really quite focus on the headphones as I don't want to mess up what I'm doing, as first off, that breaks my headphones, and second, it would not make a very good tutorial, would it? Good as new. Now let's compare that to the old covers. Horrible.
Alright, now that we have actually nice cushions once again, let me just feel it first. Here are some of my closing thoughts. Number one is that these are actually surprisingly high quality. They've managed to replicate Apple's feel and texture fantastically well. I have no idea how they managed to make it so similar. Doesn't smell like Apple though. Secondly, the install process is incredibly simple after you've managed to take off the old ear cushions. And when you're doing that, my tip is to use a credit card or one of these pry tools and just spin it along the edge. That's one of the easiest ways. However, if you have one of these tools and you can manage to dig it underneath the adhesive, which is actually kind of difficult, you can pry it off, and that would be the easiest and most effective way. Once you have unsticked about a third of it, you can just dig your fingers underneath and rip it off. So that is the best way to take off the old ones, and once you have the new ones, just slap it on. Easy as that. I'm not sure how these will hold up, but overall I would rank, I would honestly give these a rating 5 out of 5. For the price, which I bought it for about $20, these are really nice. I'll leave some linked in the description down below if you want to buy them. And feel free to leave a comment to let me know if this video has helped you in any way, or if you have any questions in installing these, feel free to ask away. These are nice, but the AirPods Maxes are better though. Anyway, have a good day. Thank you for watching. Click on something on the screen right now for other tech content, and yeah, subscribe for tech news, reviews, and so on. I hope this video helped you. You should go now. I don't know why you're still here. There's literally no more information. Click.